Hello and welcome into See You Next Tuesday. I have a wonderful gal pal. We welcome back by popular demand the wonderful, the only Miss Lex Lee. Hello, welcome into my show.
That was a lovely welcome. Thank you. I love when you say yellow.
It started because I hate when YouTubers say like, "Hey guys."
What's up, guys?
Yeah, they're like, "Hey guys," and I'm like, ugh. So I was like, "What do I say?" And I was like, "Well, when I answer the phone, I'm that annoying bitch that's like, yellow." So I was like, I'll just start my podcast like that.
Yellow.
I was like, very true to myself. So it's yellow. And I was listening to a few episodes and I was like, my intros are wildly cringy and awkward. So now I'm trying to make them a little less, they were a little stiff. So we're zesting them a little. We're adding
So
the everything to the bagel seasoning.
This is not the cringy one.
No, or I mean,
I'm just kidding. No, it's because we released our podcast, like the first 3 episodes, without an intro because we fucking could not take ourselves seriously enough to do it.
I mean, you don't really need one. People know what they're listening to.
Yeah,
they came and clicked on it.
Yeah, put it together, guys. Like, don't let us like spoon feed this to you. We're doing a podcast, so shut up and listen.
Shut up and listen. Press play and give me your money. Fuck.
Give me your money. That's real quick. So, real quick. I've been experiencing what I don't even know what you would call this dynamic, but they have this one particular follower that sends me money on PayPal to like buy me coffee. I know, it's great. He bought me pizza during the World Series. It's like, and all he asks for is like just a picture of my butthole. No, I'm just kidding. No.
I mean,
call back. No, just a picture of me like enjoying the item, like just like selfie and
pizza.
Yeah, it's great. So this morning he like in particular gave me money for coffee. I ended up getting a smoothie, so hope that was in the rules.
Hope that's okay, sir. Do you have to like text him and be like, is it okay if I get a smoothie instead of coffee?
No, I just sent him a video on Instagram and I said, got a smoothie instead. It's really delicious. Thanks. But the thing is like, because he said this morning, he's like,
is he cute?
I don't actually know what he looks like.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because it's like I think he has a private profile, but it kind of came about. I've gotten a new surge of male followers from our podcast or my podcast appearance last month with you, and then from the release of my podcast, The Side Piece Quest.
Me?
So, well, yeah, I actually, and I asked about getting dick pics, and I've gotten a few. I thought I would get more, to be honest, guys.
I mean, there's always time.
I know, but I do have to be careful because I guess these are technically solicited dick pics, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But just real quick to piggyback off of the last episode, I had a really fun, interesting game of telephone that was played within my family. Oh boy.
Because of the podcast?
Yes. Do you remember? No, listen. I got it, guys. I'm going to take you through a journey. Do you remember the soundbite that you did as a teaser?
Yeah. And it was
okay. No. So you guys, the soundbite that she used for Instagram, that lovely Katie here used, was me saying, of course I would like to be gang banged. Sorry, you should edit that. Of course I would like to be gang banged. And like that was kind of basically it.
Yeah, you were like, I mean, who doesn't? Don't you just want like a bunch of guys?
Oh yeah, I was like, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
So get this. This is what happened. So let's say less than a week later, I'm at home. My mother, she calls me from downstairs. I'm in my office, and she's like, Lex, can I talk to you for a bit? And I don't like. Nobody likes to hear that, especially like when you're 31 and it's your mother. so I always have to like, she and I know that we don't like the anticipation. So I was like, is this bad? And she's like, I'd like you to sit down with me. And I'm like, fuck,
it is bad. You're like, fuck, what did I do? What could it be?
Yeah. So I go downstairs.
All of the hot flash through the body happens.
I'm thinking like, what? But the thing is, she doesn't have like a mad look on her face. It's just So like literally could be anything. And to be honest, I'm thinking the worst, like somebody's dead.
Yeah, she's got cancer.
Yeah, somebody's got COVID.
Yeah, something's terrible.
Fuck.
Right.
Yes. So she's sitting down with me and she goes, "Do you want to be gang raped?" And I, not knowing what happened, I'm like, excuse me? And she goes, I got a call.
Oh, so no. Oh my God, my chest hurts. I'm not okay for you. I'm sorry. Do you need me to call her?
No,
do you need to call her in here?
But let me tell you how it progressed. Okay. So I look at her and I was like, oh, I know what happened. So there is this guy that's a family friend. It's a guy who taught me how to surf. Now he's in his like late 60s, but he's always had a crush on me. And he follows me on Instagram. So he heard the gangbang thing. He tells his best friend, who is like a very dear family friend, who then doesn't know what to fucking do with this information because he didn't even hear it. He just heard it from his surfing bud. And then then he doesn't know what to do with this information. So he talks to their mutual best friend, who is this woman, like who's very dear to my heart, who lives in Canada, in Toronto, who's got her own shit to deal with. Right. And then she, again, not hearing the podcast, called my mom, and they all think I want to get gang raped. And I told her, I was like, no, mom.
Raped? Not why?
They're not really familiar with like that terminology.
I see. Okay.
If you hear gangbang, because I think this is a generation, especially because my mother loves like CSI and all those forensic things, and so, or like unsolved mysteries, true crime, basically. And so
yes.
gang rape can come up very much in those situations.
Oh goodness.
So that's what they all equated it to. And I was just like, oh wow. And I was like, no, mom, don't worry. I just want to be gangbanged.
No, mom, totally separate thing. Just want a lot of guys in me in a short period of time. With my consent.
With my consent.
Yeah.
For sure. But
how'd she take that?
She was like, do you always have to be so honest? And then we got into a conversation of, well, do you really want that? And I was like, to be honest, because I think I have to pull this hair out of my head because it's bothering me. Sorry, listeners. Do I want to be gangbanged? What constitutes, like, how many people? Because I think I can only maybe do 3 max. I don't think that's a gang. I
would do 5. Should we Google it? Like, is there an actual number? I feel like, that would let us know.
Because it's true. Like, I don't even like big parties.
How many
so I don't
people
think I could
are in a gang bang? My Google search is wild. We'll get to that later, but I printed out there's a lot of things that happened on my Google. Okay. As a situation in which several people, usually more than 3, engage in a physical I can't speak.
Okay,
Jesus Christ. Engage in physical sexual activity with one specific person, in the central focus of the sexual activity.
Oh, I guess that's what makes it different than an orgy, which is, like a group sex.
A bunch of it would be like guys line up to just continuously have sex with you. Kind of like a train, I think they call it as well.
I would like a very small train with not very many cargo things.
Not a ton of, just a small choo-choo.
Yeah.
All aboard.
And listen, I'll try anything twice. Right.
I made a joke to my dad once that cracked him up, and I was like, we were watching football together, which I don't understand, which we will also get into.
Yes.
And I made a joke about like being gang banged by the entire team and them just having like, I said to him, imagine like one of those big ketchup things that you see like at the stadium, but it's just full of lube, and they're just like right before they go, and he laughed, like, it was just like an LOL moment. So
that was a really good sound effect.
Sometimes we make jokes, or we say like, I personally don't want to get gangbanged by the whole football team. I can hardly handle 30 minutes of regular sex before my vagina is like tapping out.
It's still, it's that will be something that just lives in my head as a fantasy. So,
and that's fine. You just rephrase to your mom, scratch actually wanting, just thinking about it while I'm masturbating. You know, just a fantasy gangbang. I keep almost saying gang rape.
I know, she really tarnished it. But I want to know where in it, like, who made the jump from the bang to the rape.
From the bang to the rape.
But I really don't. I basically said to him, because I ended up, I felt a little betrayed that
like
he didn't talk to me.
Yeah.
If you were, because, so this is what my mom's response was, because it was hilarious. Because of course they want to do it under the veil of, well, we're concerned about her. And my mom was like, listen, this bitch is sober. She does yoga. She meditates. She's fine. And so she says she wants to get gang raped. No, if she says she wants to get gang banged, there must be a perfectly
logical reason.
That's what I love. Like, we're learning, like, she gives me so much agency and autonomy to say the dumb things that I say.
Then that's fine. Nice. Yeah, that's good. One time I was at the grocery store. This was just when my podcast started. And my mom called me. And I was like buying lettuce. And she was like, Katie, I listened to your podcast. And I was like, why? It isn't for you. And she was like, you talking about threesomes? I was like, yeah. Sorry about that. She's like, I don't think I can listen. It's like, it's you. Not needed. Thank you so much for the support. I love it. Thank you so much, but not needed. So yeah.
No, my brother, he shares it with everyone, but won't listen to it. Not that,
love that though.
Yeah. I know. I don't think my mom will share it because she really doesn't want people to know in the neighborhood.
I get it. Like, I don't. Yeah.
It's okay.
Like, I'm sure that my mom is not, retweeting, me printing out photos of dick pics on my Twitter, and I mean, I talk about getting covered in cum on this show, so I understand the non-retweet moment. And that's just fine. But also, speaking of parent moments, you recently got your septum pierced.
Oh, yes.
And what was your mom's reaction?
Well, right away, she thought... wait,
before that.
Okay.
What was it like?
The septum?
Yeah, did it hurt?
Oh, no, it was so quick.
What?
This woman was so... Yeah.
I watched an Instagram video of somebody getting their septum pierced, and I almost fainted for them. So...
I think you shouldn't watch that kind of stuff. Because, like,
it just popped up, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, like... What was so great is that she didn't prep me at all for what was going to happen. I love, because I'm actually afraid of needles and getting my blood drawn. I can't look at the needle. I hate when they tell me, like, oh, you've got nice juicy veins. Like, gross. Stop. Yeah.
Please, like, God, no.
My mom is a nurse and my dad's a doctor. It was never going to happen for me. I'll faint. I have fainted. I've fainted more times than not when I get my blood drawn.
I fainted the first time I went to the gynecologist. I
fainted the first time I put in a tampon.
Oh, sweetie, I feel you though. It's a traumatic experience. Like,
really
why are we putting this foreign cotton object deep inside of my vagine? It's just, it's very. But then the first time I did it, my mom gave me a tampon without an applicator.
Oh, you got the little.
Yeah, she just gave me she's like, just shove it up there. And I'm like,
huh? No, they need
like somebody who had never really even gone in my vagina. Like, I don't know, because I got mine in the 6th grade. Like, I was a young ass bitch when I got that shit.
Yeah, I was in high school and on the swim team, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I literally would wear a pad right before.
Yeah, and just hope it didn't get into the water. I mean, it usually stops.
It kind of I feel like it's just, it knows, hey, we're in water, don't come out.
Yeah, just hey, we're good.
Yeah, but if you're on the diving board.
Yeah, and you do a big leap. It's like as you go, like one of those brown chunks just kind of queef out.
Effect. I love
the worst though in the shower when the clumps just go down your legs.
Well, it's been a long while since I had a real period, because I have that IUD. We didn't talk about that.
No, I didn't know you had one. Was that painful to get put in?
Yes.
Oof, yeah, I can't do that.
You know what it was? It was actually more, they do this thing where they stabilize your cervix, That I know. And it like induces cramps.
Stop.
Yeah, I'll stop. So we'll go back to creating
Oh, your
another
nose
hole
piercing.
in my nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quick. She like clamped it in place, shot it through, ring in. Then you have to like press it together, put a ball in it, and then she's like, "Don't fucking touch it," and sent me on my way. But
Did it
she was.
hurt after? Oh my god, my feet are tingling.
Oh well, no. I was gonna get the one that you can flip up into your nose so you can hide it, but I was like, no, fucking just go for it, baby. And I was actually just planning on leaving right after to go to LA, and I was hoping that in that time I'd come up with an excuse to tell my mother.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I feel like, oh, this was my bargaining chip.
Mm-hmm.
Or was that, I don't know if bargaining chip is the right phrase. I found out my brother wants to get his pilot's license.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that would freak out my mom way more than me getting a nose ring. So I
Got
got
it.
home. She walked in. At first, she thought it was fake.
Yeah.
And because I did a reaction video on my Instagram, which
Which
didn't
was
really
great.
work out. Oh,
I
thank you.
loved it.
Oh, well, yeah. She just was like, well, that's not real. That's not real. And then later on, she just kind of kept not assuming that it was real. So I was like, how long am I supposed to keep this fucking thing up? Until I finally was like, well, Jordan wants to get his pilot's license, so this is real. And she goes, what? And she starts to like get really sad. She's just like, why do you guys want to kill me? And it's like, mother, we were not meant to live in fear here. And I just got my nose pierced, and he just wants to go into the sky. Okay.
He wants to fly.
Yeah, he just wants to fly. So
Oh my god.
this year is so fucking weird
It
that
really is.
me getting my nose pierced should be the least of anybody's concerns.
Pish posh, you know?
Pish posh, but I love it.
Yeah, no, it looks great. It looks fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to hide the ball in my nose because I want to get the tiny gold one,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't do that right away. You have to
How
wait.
long
for
do
it
you have to
heal.
wait?
A month.
Oof, but that's not that long. Oh god.
Oh. Would you ever?
I've always wanted it, but no, I can't even like no. Can't
Okay.
even get my blood drawn. No.
So
Mm-mm.
we're not getting your clit pierced anytime soon.
No, I
Are we gonna lose you here?
wouldn't that would be amazing content though. I would love to faint on my show.
Oh yeah, we could film it.
Yeah, like it would already be on here. It would be perfect. It would be great. So do you want to go straight into dicks?
Yeah, let's do that and see if it sparks any fun
Okay.
convo topics. I want to see some dicks though.
Here's what we're gonna do. I haven't decided what. Can I like blur like something out, like a single item
I
on
guess
iMovie?
Oh, I don't know about iMovie. Probably. I feel like maybe focus where you're putting.
Cut it out. After.
You can do that, or just focus where you're going to put the penis every time, and just know like that's because I think it's just going to. I don't know.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah,
okay.
Don't ask me. I'm the guest.
So, I found some different penises online, and I believe that they all belong to porn stars. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you a penis, and you're gonna tell me the first word that comes to mind about the penis.
Okay.
Whether it's how it makes you feel, how it looks, whatever. We aren't here to discriminate.
No,
we here to talk about penises. And before we begin the game, let me tell you guys something I learned while looking up all of the penises.
I have a porn star who wants to take me out.
Oh my god, I love it. Who is it? Oh, I guess we shouldn't say any names.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah, no, we shouldn't. But that's great. I love that for you. Oh, this guy hit on me. I just found it in my thing. And it says, it's a DM. So I was scrolling through your Instagram and I noticed that you have something on your face in all of your pictures. Next message. Perfection. I laughed so hard.
I was wondering, I was like, how is he going to turn this around?
I was like, what the fuck is it? Okay. So, research has found that there are 7 different types of penises. And they go by the names of the pencil. I mean, use your imagination, y'all. It is what it is. The pepper was like a bell pepper, I
A
guess.
bell pepper?
Yeah,
Not a chili
the
pepper?
ones that kind of look like bell peppers, and then the penises grow and they get hard, but the whole package kind of looks like a bell
Don't know
pepper.
what that is. No.
The cone, the banana, the hammer, which
What?
the sausage,
I'm Googling the hammer.
and the cucumber.
Oh, it's 222. That's lucky.
Is that a good number? What does that number mean?
Well, no, it's just anytime you see a repetition, it's good.
Oh, okay.
And now we're gonna look up. What was I? The hammer penis.
The hammer penis. Yeah. Also, can please
Army hammer's penis.
Let me look it up too. Hammer penis. Everybody, do it with us. Please get out your phones and Oh, well, this is showing me Thor's hammer. Okay, well, let's hope that Thor's hammer is not being inserted. That would be a little bit of a painful moment. Are you getting anything?
I'm getting things I don't think I should be getting.
Got it. Oh,
and
no.
I'm sort of upset.
Okay. Well, don't believe everything that you read on the internet, folks. These are just things that I found that was on the Daily Mail.
If you know which one yours is, please send a picture of it into See You Next Tuesday.
God, Jesus. I mean, I
DM it directly to Baby Kate's.
But I didn't know that there were like all these different. I feel like, honestly, when it comes to penises, I mean, do you remember a lot of the penises, or do they kind of all just like blur together?
All right, here's a little thing about me and my past sexual life. And I say my past only because I'm really not participating in random hookups anymore.
Got you.
But when it is with a guy that I don't really know and I'm hooking up with him, when I'm hooking up with him for the first time, I don't look at it.
At all?
If I don't have to, because you know what it is?
You don't want to make direct eye contact?
No, because it might attack me.
It'll know.
It'll know. No, it's almost like I have them just feel around and then stick it inside me. And then I think, okay, if the way that it fills me out, maybe then I would be okay to look at it.
Okay.
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
It does seem a little weird.
Don't you want to check it out though? Make sure there's not any lumps, bumps.
You should, right?
Right. Yeah. Like just give it a quick look see. Even if you're not throwing it in the mouth, just
so that's the thing is I wouldn't ever put it in my mouth if it's someone that I'm first like hooking up with. And I feel like that's I don't want to say double standard, or it's hypocritical of me because I expect men to go down on me right away.
Okay.
But I really want to get to know them, both of them.
Yeah.
The head and the head. Yeah, before I go down. But yeah, like there are some memorable penises in my life.
Yeah. I mean, I have memorable ones.
One of my boyfriends had this really like interesting vein formation on the underside of his dick. So I don't know if he really saw it a lot, but actually, I don't know. Maybe guys look at their dicks all the time and know all of the nooks and crannies of it. But I remember when I would like suck it, I would see this. It's like a really squiggly little like thin. I don't know if it's a vein or not. But this is what I did. I did a big purging of all the dick pics in my phone recently.
I don't have any.
It came out of another. I'm going through a spiritual awakening. It's fantastic. I love it. It's very difficult. But one of the things being get rid of all dick pics, jerk off videos, and I have many of a lot of guys sent them in to me. It's great. And then when I think we said this, when they come, they say my name.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. So, but if I'm trying to hold space for a partner to come into my life, you can't be holding on to those.
You do.
Yeah. And I don't necessarily, I'm not going to ask all my partner to get rid of all of theirs.
Yeah.
Not really my business.
It was important.
Yeah. Because it meant something to me that like, oh, I am trying to hold on to these for what? To make me seem like, oh, well, I'm the man, you know? I don't need that. I got rid of old text messages. I deleted all these old text threads that, you know, for people that I no longer speak to. Yeah. I don't need that sort of energy living around my phone. So
you don't truly. Dick pics don't do anything for me. so I don't really have any. But I have like a guy I should get rid of in my life so that I can welcome in new things, you know?
Yeah.
So I need to do
thank him
that.
for his service and then set him free.
It's so hard.
I know, but it'll be worth it.
I don't want to thank him for his service. I want him to service me.
I want to thank him for his service so bad.
Thank you so much. You know? All right. I'm going to show you some penises. Can I, before we rate anything.
Okay. And it's just a word. Oh my God. Is he peeing into his mouth?
He is.
You knew that was going to get you, fucker.
No, this is I Googled dick, like different dicks, and this showed up. And this man is holding his erect penis and peeing into his
mouth.
Now, it's super
penis
clear.
Looks really nice.
The penis does look nice. It's super clear. Big. But the urine is clear. Is there any way that like there's some type of something like, okay, imagine this. Let's use our imaginations.
Okay.
My fridge, I got a new fridge, and it has one of those water things, you know? And like it's got like a tiny like little spout. So like when I put my water, when I get my cup of water, it's like a spout. So what if he's holding?
You want to try to believe that he's not peeing into his mouth. Is that what you're trying to say?
Guys can't pee with boners.
Oh, that's right. I feel like, right. I did hear that.
So I'm like, and it's clear. But there was a whole section of this. There was a bunch of different guys with hard-ons peeing into their mouths.
I mean,
and I'm thinking like maybe they have a tiny little hose that he's holding behind his penis that's making it like look like it's coming straight out of his peen hole and into his mouth.
Well, I hear that it's not impossible to pee. It's just very painful. I've heard. So it could be that this man has just a very iron constitution and he's like, I will do this for the love of the game being porn. Now, do I want that? Maybe. I don't know. That wasn't part of the game, was it? And it wasn't to say.
Listen, we know that you love to get peed on.
I don't.
It's fine.
Sorry. Although there was a guy
but
that
you
I was
opened up my mind to it. Like I'm less. Well, not like I don't necessarily want guys to pee on me, but I'm less. Not judgmental, but less grossed out by it. Like I didn't judge it, but it did make me want to gag. So now I don't want to gag because of the way
I didn't judge it, but it made me throw up in my mouth. Okay, but here's something.
You know what I mean?
I was talking to a guy and I sent him the podcast we did together, and we did talk about the pee thing when it came up, and he goes, "There are so many other ways that I would prefer to dominate you," and I was like, "Oh, I guess that's really what it is about. It's not so much domination. It's not so much about the pee, because to be honest, that's super like logistically, it's not going to work out for me a lot of the time. I don't want to get any of my stuff messy, but truly it's about the domination. I want to be dominated.
I don't want to get any of my stuff messy.
No, you don't. And the thing is, I actually don't like shower sex because it really gets rid of my natural lubrication.
I don't think any girl on this planet enjoys, I mean, okay, I'm not going to speak for every girl. I'm sure some girl does, but like my wetness be gone. It just feels like oil and water or what, like it's like this.
It doesn't move freely.
When you get a cheap bar of soap and you wash it, and then your hand does like the squeaky weird thing.
That's what a penis does in your vagina.
When it's trying to get in there, it just feels like it like shouldn't be going in. It's like I want to be in, but I can't. And I also feel like it's just a recipe for a UTI. I don't know, just like water and get out.
Yeah. So to be honest, it's really not about the pee. It's the dominate. What is the word I'm trying to use? Dominatrix? No. What the fuck am I trying to say? Just forget it.
I'm dying at the
Cut
bottom.
Oh, there's a penis here?
Yeah, well, the
penis?
bottom of this photo says, please, cock sex big porn really surprises.
That's my new bio.
Like, I'm dying. And then the top, porn sex cock big man is somehow absolutely arrow. Why? Sex videos online.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, wait. What? I'm not going to show it again.
Oh, are we rating it?
No, not rating it, but what word comes to mind when you see that photo?
Lemonade.
Okay.
Milk, lemonade. Around the corner
love
fudges
this
me.
game, by the way.
Oh, so do I. So do I.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. I'm so lonely. I would. All right. So first of all, we got a guy who's got like, looks like somewhat of a 6-pack. He looks like he's very clean shaven.
He really is.
Yeah. Like he looks super smooth. I like that.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I like it all. I just don't want you to have a hairy dick. Like, don't let me get, or balls.
Are there?
I don't want to choke.
Have you had a literal penis that's hairy?
No, but like sometimes there'll be like the one odd hair as it goes up the shaft. Like you catch one, and that's the one that you don't exactly think is gonna get caught in your throat, and it does.
Yeah.
Oh god, that looks really nice. So it's quite pink at the top. There's a good amount of veins.
There really are.
I like this penis a lot. Will you send me this? Do you like the ASMR I'm doing?
Yeah.
Kendra Spade, aka Michaela McCormick, who's my co-host.
Mm-hmm.
She told me that I should just get into ASMR, like jack off
Absolutely.
instructions.
Yeah.
I love getting close to the microphone.
It's so fun.
It is. It's so fun. Just
to whisper. I mean, you
can't see me anymore, but it's great. That was a very red pink penis up at the top with good veins.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice and thick.
It's a please cock sex big porn really surprises, you know?
Oh god, English as second language in terms of
I think those were the tags, possibly,
okay.
but I really like it anyway.
Will you send me that one? I'm gonna look him up and see if he's single.
This doesn't have a name to it. The other one does. If you want the pee and mouth man,
I'll ask around.
Okay, so now, the photos.
Oh, the word is.
Oh yes.
Fuck, what's the word? Honestly, I keep saying mouth because I want to put my mouth on it.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's a word.
This is good. I mean, I would say long.
Okay.
That one's giving me long vibes.
Long vibes.
So now the photos are much smaller, but the dicks aren't. So we'll just rate, or not rate, but first word that comes to mind.
The word was, it was gonna be droopy, but I want to say Snoopy.
We have a curved, long boy.
A curved long boy. It's like, is it?
Like
I wonder if, because it is so big, that the amount of blood it would take to make it erect, it's really hard for that thing to get fully erect.
Or maybe it's just so heavy because it's so big that it's got to like elephant nose a little bit down.
Yeah, my mom actually, every now and then she'll come out with like something that is so beyond sexual, because that's not really, it's not her thing. Right. She's very proper.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, I once dated a guy, and you know what, it was so big, it was just really uncomfortable. Like he couldn't get it hard fully because it was just, and I was,
you're like, TMI.
And she's like, and that man was your father. And I'm just kidding, it was not my dad. Poor dad. She never said anything. Thank God. I don't want to know.
You don't need to know about your dad's dick. Oh God, that's not all right. Nope. Here we go. Moving on from that. Mm-hmm. All right.
A left hanger.
Yeah.
Hang-a-Larry.
Left hanger.
Mm-hmm. So that way, it's funny because like depending on the way that you're positioning, it can like really hit your G spot nicely.
Yes. This one might be a good G spotter.
Yeah, it's a G spotter. A G. What was those called? Those watches, baby G watches. Do you remember those? I don't know. You're a lot younger than I am, so. Well, not like a lot younger.
How old are you?
31.
Oh, I'm 27. I almost said I'm 29. That is. Oh wow! Right.
Do not wish your life.
Also, somebody asked me. The guy at the. I was buying Swishers. I get nervous. I don't know what happens, but I was buying Swishers and he was like, how old are you? And he was like looking at my ID and I was like, I'm 28. And he was like, no, you're not. And I was like, I'm not. I'm 27. I'm sorry. And he was like, why don't you know how old you are? And I was like, I don't know. I'm turning it in January. I've been thinking about it a lot.
Yeah. When I do that, when
know.
it's coming up, it feels silly. Like if it's like my birthday's in September, if it's August, I'm gonna say the year that I'm turning because it's not like I'm 5.5 years old. Like
and I mean,
I'm
not
so
that
proud.
like it's November. Just oh my god, it's gonna be
I
my
know.
birthday in 2 months.
I know.
So yeah, that's why I'm like, whatever. But yeah, so that happened. Okay.
So
Penis.
that one looks a little thicker and shorter.
It does.
I haven't had many of those experiences.
What do you normally have?
Nice arm holding an apple.
Yeah, you would.
No.
You would.
That's actually not true. That's not true. I get very average, which is perfectly fine for me.
I'm fine with that too. Anything
Yeah.
too big and you're gonna be slamming my cervix wall. I don't fucking want that.
Mm-mm.
No.
But I don't know. I feel like it'd be kind of fun to like move around on that one. So that one we'll call. I was gonna say Sudsy Magoo.
I was gonna call him Soapy, so cleaner. I don't even know. Okay, so this one's got some what do you call that? Ball?
Is that a cock ring on it?
Cock ring. No, well, but it's
But
around,
it's around the balls. So I don't know.
Is it a ball ring?
I don't know. I don't know enough about that.
I would call this the ballroom dancer then.
The ballroom dancer.
Mm-hmm.
He looks
Yes.
like kind of like a very clean Ken doll type of a person.
Yes.
But Ken is anatomically incorrect, so this one would be Barbie's dream dick.
Yours is much better than mine. I like yours a lot. Okay.
I like how like straight it was.
I do too. Let me find something.
Just aesthetically, I feel like it's okay when it curves because it can fit all fun things.
Ready?
Where are his balls? They're like they're very
also I just almost tried to
double tap.
To zoom
in on a printed paper.
Yeah, like it was fucking Instagram. I was like, oh no, that's not gonna work.
It looks like a baseball bat coming out of a loaf of bread. But like one of those round loaves of bread. It really does.
Like a roll.
Yeah.
Like a dinner roll.
A dinner roll.
And I'm hungry.
Oh no. So that one is called Dinner Time. No, I don't know. Can I see that one again?
Yes.
Do you like the hair?
No, I don't. I just wish that it was a little more shaved. I probably also wouldn't notice it because like a lot of the time my girlfriend's like, what does his dick look like? And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like,
I have to study.
And I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. I just was on it and then I left. I didn't get a good look. I'm so sorry. It was a flyby fruiting. I am so sorry about that. Okay.
Flyby fruiting, amazing.
I use that because of Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hello.
Oh, she loves it.
Well, I love Diet Coke. That's Diet Cock. That's the word. Guys, it was a penis next to a bottle of Coke.
Yes, that is exactly what it is.
And it's bigger than the bottle of Coke.
Yes, it is. Now, the bottle of Coke is one of those glass bottles.
Yeah, so it's not the ones...
Yeah. It's not like a 2-liter. Just
not the ones you get in a vending machine at your local
Right,
park.
But it's still, this dick is wildly large. Like, it is really big.
See, that's the thing. I don't think I can handle those. Like, I can't ride it. When I ride the dick, I would not spell my name because I would just be really hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I have a tiny pussy.
I do as well. It's short.
Oh, maybe mine's short too.
Like it's like there's
it's short, but it's wide.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Bitch, don't give my pussy a bad name. But also wide vaginas are great too.
They're for bell pepper cocks. Listen, there is the
or the hammerhead.
We talked about fisting on the podcast, and she's like, "I've done it," because I said, "Well, what technically is fisting? Is it in the vagina or in the butthole?" And she's like, "It could be both."
Yeah.
And she's like, "I've done both." She hasn't done it. She hasn't had it done to herself, but she's done it. Performed it on camera. She got it off camera.
How was that experience for her?
She didn't really go into too much detail with it, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right.
I was like, I can't even fit my fist in my mouth.
Yeah, I don't know how I can't. I can hardly get tampons in on, a dry
Yeah.
day, so I'm not really about to be throwing a fist in there. No thanks for me.
But what if it's in solidarity with Black Lives Matter? Was
If
that too far?
if
Was that too far? Fisting for social justice. Sorry, too
if
much.
there's a cause, sign me up.
There's a cause. There's a cock.
If there's
cock for a cause.
I love it.
What what we want to do? We're gonna start we're gonna start a 501c3 over the Side Piece Quest called Post Nut Charity.
Yes, absolutely.
You should be a part of it.
I'm available. Absolutely.
Any more penises?
I have a Coke story to go with this Coke cock.
Oh, excellent.
I went to McDonald's one time, as I do a lot of times, and a lot of times in the week. And this was a long time ago, but I went and I got my usual, which is, of course, has a Coke, because like you can't go, in my opinion, you can't go to McDonald's and not get a Coke.
You like regular Coke or Diet Coke?
Regular.
Oh, I can't fuck with it.
Sorry about that. I grew up on it. I love it. So this like 16 to 17-year-old girl is handing me my Coke, and out of this poor girl's mouth comes, "Here's your cock." And the look on her face of just like, she was like, and I was just like, "Thank you." Because I knew she was so embarrassed, and I had to roll my window up because I lost my shit. It was like shaky. It was like, "Here's your cock." And so now I told Amy, and she lost her shit. So now we call Coke cock. And now when we're at restaurants or when we tell people that we love Coke, we keep almost saying cock. And then the other day she was at In-N-Out, and we were on the phone, and she like turns me down, so like I can't embarrass her, because like I'll always try to like say something and embarrass her while she's ordering. But I heard her order, and she sisters, and she said like, "Can I have a Coke?" But she almost said cock, and I just heard her go like, "Coke." It was like Coke, and she like screamed it, and it was so funny. But
I can totally picture her doing that too, because like I know her face and her mannerisms.
Yes,
that the lurching forward is probably like a serious. Really
like happens. Just oh no, yeah, like the
oh god, it's coming out of me.
Oh no, here it is. Okay, one more penis.
Oh, so sad. Hey, look, is that the sausage?
This could be a sausage.
Now here's the thing: great size.
Great size.
Nice, deep brown color.
Uncut.
Uncut. But it is downward facing.
Dog.
It's a downward facing dong. That's the word. Wow, we're good at this. Why don't we just do penis puns all day long?
We really should. That would be amazing.
I love penises. Oh, you know what? Another thing I'm doing in my new move of like manifestation.
What?
I no longer say shit like men are trash. Or yeah. Because here's the thing. They're not all trash.
They're not all trash.
No. I mean,
but I have requested recently, show me something that isn't garbage, and I'll say otherwise.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be tough, but I think that there's some beautiful men out there, and also I think we have a great opportunity with our social media and having podcasts to manifest like the right fucking things. So when we say that men are all beautiful with large cocks and larger pockets, we know that you have the potential in you guys. Prove us right that you are all hygienic, big dick swinging, know how to use it. You respect us, and you don't try and put it in a back door immediately in the morning. You make us coffee. Prove us right, because this is what we think of you all.
If you put it in the back door in the morning, I'm absolutely gonna poop.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, I'm literally gonna shit on you.
I'm gonna poop and punch you.
Yeah, like it's just poop and punch. The combo.
It's a poop and punch. It's a flyby fruiting with a poop and punch.
Yeah, you don't want it, but it'll happen. So I wrote a few things down that I wanted to talk to you about.
Yay.
I want your top 3 to 5 tips on taking nudes.
Oh my god, what a beautiful. Okay. All right, let's see. let's see.
Oh,
First
she's
of all,
positioning herself.
well, because it's it's kind of like something that we do at the podcast too, is we record our best when we like feel we look our best.
Mm-hmm.
So we do the whole, like, we do our hair, we do our makeup, we get on a cute outfit.
Yeah.
So as soon as I start to feel shitty about myself, I cannot do nudes because it radiates in the photo.
Truly.
So I honestly feel like nudes are a form of self-love. That's
are.
why I really love them. I don't think that they're bad. And as soon as you tie, I feel like this guy got really all sexy. No, like if you think of it as a tribute to your body, then I swear to God, like the muses take over and that's who's helping you with the photo. So
I take nudes every day and it's not for anybody but me.
Good. That's amazing. That's a ritual. That's like perfect.
Yeah, I love them.
So the first one is do something that helps make you feel sexy. So if you do feel like you need to dress up, maybe even like put on perfume, even though only you get to smell it.
Yeah.
If it puts you in that mode, there's that. Of course, lighting is important.
Yeah, truly.
Like when I was starting out with OnlyFans, I would use a little ring light to highlight what would I highlight though? I don't really remember, because I guess it depends on what you're highlighting, if you're highlighting the badge or the feet. Sorry, I know this is actually super specific. So lighting is important. I don't do a ton of, I use the sunlight actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, that is the best light. Natural light.
Yeah. Try not to stare directly at the sun. I do that, it creates great photos, but oh my God, I will be blind.
I don't get how people do it, and I try to do it and I just look like I'm like,
yeah. So like literally I have to close my eyes, count to 3, look up, and close them again. And sometimes you catch like the sleepy eye, not the sleepy eye, but like bedroom eyes, because they kind of close a little bit.
Oh.
And Michaela, my co-host, is teaching me a lot about this because we did a photo shoot together for the podcast, and I'm like, she's a professional like performer, and we're getting photographed together. She's like moving all around and like laughing and doing the whole thing, and I'm so stiff because I'm nervous.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm being professionally photographed all naked. Well, not we weren't even naked, but like it felt like that just because we were in underwear and this is a professional girl. So the second one being like keep fucking holding on to that button, like move naturally, and you will find something.
Yes.
You will get something. Whether it has to do with like sometimes a good crop job is really important. Like you might think a photo is not that good, but if you artfully crop it where it's just like maybe tits and the top of the hip, or like the bottom under the nose to the underside of the boob is a great feature, because your eyes are like crossed. No one will see them.
It doesn't always have to be a full mirror shot.
No. So, what are other ones? I use Afterlight as an editor, mostly to add. I like to add like grain and dust. I don't know this. I spend way too much time on my nudes. Like I know that a good nude doesn't really need a lot of editing, but the problem is I have to have everything be like a curated experience when it comes from Lex Lee. So it's like even my nudes have to be artfully, but
that's fine.
Tasteful, whatever.
That's your aesthetic. That's fine.
Yeah. So I use Afterlight and Visco to create the nude of my dreams, and then but like angles,
yes.
I wish I could actually. Can I just show you? Can I show you some?
Yeah, well, send them to me.
Send them to you. Don't put them on the thing.
Yeah, no, I don't want to have to edit it because I'm so lazy.
Well, these ones are.
If you're fine with them being on my show,
I can show ones that might not necessarily
don't have nipples.
Yeah, so
there
like,
you go.
I started making a thing for OnlyFans, like an OnlyFans folder in my phone, just so when I do a good session, you literally like line them all up.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, like I like. Oh, this is cute. What am I doing, Lex? I'm just staring at myself.
You're like, oh, I'm adorable.
I'm adorable. I like this pose. Although this was when I was still drinking.
Oh, that's a nice pose.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
like you have because if your knee is up, you can kind of lean into one side, make your butt look a little bigger.
Yep.
Contour your waist in a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I'm a big fan of like doing like the pulling the underwear up a bit on your hips and then like on two knees and like leaning forward. There's one on my Instagram of me like that.
But I want to show you one that's like
the crop moment. You do those on your Instagram and I like them. Like you did a photo recently that was like just like a cropped photo, but it was really artsy. And I was like,
oh, really?
This is the vibe. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if this is like so I also have really nice feet.
Oh,
can you show that? I have underwear on.
Yeah, you have underwear on. It's fine.
But like my butt eats it.
It's okay. It's not your pussy lips. It's fine.
No, so that's a good one to highlight feet and butt.
Yeah, and your legs look really nice too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I would agree with lighting. Lingerie makes it fun too. And I love doing like one of those moments. My issue is I only have like one. I really only take them in like either my bathroom or like in the corner of my room, really, or like sometimes in bed.
I think
where do you say you
guys like them because they also know then how private that is. You don't share that with a lot of people, like that space, I mean.
Yeah.
So it kind of gets them also just in the mode of thinking like, oh, I could fuck her in that room.
I mean, yeah.
So sacred. But you know what? I realized something starting my OnlyFans, guys love tan lines. Every time I have a photo that has tan lines in it, someone always comments on it.
Huh, yeah. Who knew?
So I badly sunburned my ass like a couple of weeks ago. So what did I do? Ever the,
took photos.
Capitalist. Yeah, I immediately that one was a really good photo though, but I burned so fucking bad. Like,
I thought you were going to say you did it on purpose.
No.
For the photos. You'd be like, that is fucking commitment.
No. But,
no, sweetie.
No.
From nudes to sports. Something I
terrible sound.
Did not know about you is that you really like sports.
Oh, a huge sports fan.
Is it real or is it ironic?
Okay, so
tell me the story.
It started off as a joke that went horribly wrong.
Oh,
because now I fucking love sports. But I feel like this is why I really subscribe to the power of manifestation. Is that even my co-host Michaela, who's a porn star, among other things, but yes, she is a porn star. She told me, she's like, do you know why I became a porn star? Because every time, like when I was younger, somebody asked me what I wanted to do, I would joke and say, I'm gonna become a porn star. She never had an intention of becoming a porn star, but that's the power of like what you tell yourself, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I have probably made, I don't know, for the last 15 years, made fun of sports. And a lot of my first two boyfriends were really into baseball. So that's how I kind of like learned a little bit about it.
Okay.
But not enough to really follow anybody. But this time around, because we're so like cooped up in our houses, and I have noticed that the Dodgers have been in the World Series 3 out of the last 4 years. And I was like, and they haven't won any of them. And I remember the last time that they won, I don't remember it personally because I wasn't born until the next year. It was in 1988. So my boyfriend at the time, who, is a Dodger fan, he's never seen them win. And LA hasn't seen them win. So like in 32 years. So it's like a heartbreaking thing. And the trick I learned was that if I could just figure out what the fuck is happening, I might enjoy it.
Yes.
So what I did was I sat down, I started watching, started coming up with a couple questions. I would like text my ex-boyfriend like, what the fuck is going on? And then he would tell me. And then I just kind of we started like bouncing back and forth with each other. Long story short, we're now back together. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's gonna be like, what the hell?
No. But it's really fun. Like he can tell because I'm actually coming up with some great fucking insights myself. And so I just thought it would be funny to post along in my stories that I was gonna have, like, that I was a huge sports fan. And I found myself fucking being really drawn into it, being upset when they lost. Like, and really,
because you get a connection because you're
yeah.
like, you start rooting for them.
And but then I was like, you know what? Like, how this would make this way more interesting is if the hosts or the announcers would talk about their fucking star signs. And I'm like, why don't they do that? Oh, right, because those people don't like to talk about that shit. So my whole thing was I took the Dodgers roster. I looked up all their birthdays. I put their name, their position, their sun sign, and their number, like their jersey number.
Right.
Because I wanted to make all these correlations. And it was kind of crazy because so the two teams that were in the World Series were the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Dodgers. And so I did the Dodgers first and found like how many earth signs they had: earth, air, fire, and water. And then I did the same for the Rays, and it was crazy because they all kind of had similar numbers, which you would think, well, Lex, it's probably because certain people, or like there are certain trends where people are born at, like, there's more in this part of the year, less in this part of the year. But the problem with that theory is that all of the elements are born throughout the year at different times. There isn't like, not all the earth signs are born in winter,
Right.
Like, you're an earth sign, I'm an earth sign, but we're 4 months apart.
Exactly.
So that doesn't make sense. And like, I found out there's very few air signs that play in those two teams, because I only started with those two, because there's a fuck ton that you could do. So basically what I'm trying to do is make a connection between pro athletes and their performance and their birth charts, but that's going to require so much fucking work. But it made me start to really love it. So now that baseball's over, I'm into NFL, and I really want to
you've moved on to fucking
you gotta move where sports are going,
so it's not just baseball.
No. So what the silly, very Lex Lee dumbass shit that I do, I want to have a show called This Is Baseball, but it's going to be about all sports.
I mean, why not This Is Sports?
Well, originally I wanted it to be, but I fucking fell in love with baseball.
Baseball? Okay.
Yeah, so baseball
this
has
is
my
baseball
heart.
and sports.
And sports. And
just
some
like
other
tiny
stuff.
Yeah,
really tiny. This is baseball and other things.
Sports.
And like, I've been getting, especially because, look, I would love for any fucking reason to get men or people who are not so into the metaphysical just to kind of relate to it, because I'll find that a guy will say, absolutely don't believe in any of that horse shit.
Oh yeah.
But please tell me more about my sign.
Yep.
Like,
bored, I swear.
They love to be
high.
I know. I'm not bored, I'm just high.
They
stoned. Love to be dismissive, but then they want to know everything about him. And so I just think it would be fun as a way, like, plus I'm unleashing a whole new set of stats for people to analyze, and motherfuckers in sports love stats.
Yeah.
Fucking love
favorite
them.
thing.
Like, how great was this? The World Series was played during Mercury retrograde. I want to know how many World Series were played during past retrogrades, and of those, who won. Like, what were their teams comprised of? Were they mostly Virgos, because Virgos ruled by Mercury? Like, it's all this fun little shit that I could just do. And guys will be like, oh my god, she's so hot and smart and she likes sports. Yeah, I fucking like sports.
Yeah. And then they'll like what is it? Is it astrology? Is that what it's called? Okay.
Yeah, so if
there's the guy,
anything to get people to be more in tune with themselves, I am all for.
Remember Bath Boy?
Yeah. What was he? He was Virgo.
Yeah, but he doesn't believe in any of that shit either. Because I said to him, I was like, yeah, like, what sign are you? Because like some aren't compatible. And he's like, no, that's real. And I was like, I mean, it is, but okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
And so
But the
guys
great thing is,
definitely steer more clear of that, I would say, for sure.
but if I told, like, you'll love this, LeBron James is a Capricorn.
Is he?
Yeah.
I love that you know the signs of people.
Well, what's really fun is, like, especially when I start to maybe text a guy, I'll ask him a couple key questions,
Mm-hmm.
and then I guess their sign. And I've
Oh,
been a lot better lately, and it just kind of freaks them out a little bit.
I wish that like you didn't know mine so that I'm gonna yawn.
No, you're total Cap.
I really am. I'm very fear-based. I was talking to my OCD therapist
Oh, you have one
and
too?
and I was like, I always, what did I say? She laughed. So I love making my therapist laugh. For some reason,
Oh, that's,
making my
yeah.
therapist laugh makes me feel like I'm the biggest rock star in the world. I'm like,
You know, that's something you're gonna have to work through too.
then I was thinking, or is she just laughing like I'm paying her?
No.
Maybe she's just, like, but no, I don't think that's the case. But I told her I thought my whole life that it was just because I was a Capricorn and I was fearful, but no, I have terrible, debilitating OCD. She laughed so much and I thought it was great. So
Oh,
that's
I
my
love that she
story.
laughs at your flaws.
Me too. I need to as
No,
well.
and here's the thing, they're not flaws. There's
No, it's a flaw right now. I'm getting it under control, but like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, mine is ADD, but I don't like that it's called a disorder because I don't know. I like what it can allow me to do. It can allow me to think about so many different things at once. Like, sure, yes, it is a little paralyzing at times. I'm sure obsessive compulsion is also paralyzing at times. But learning how to work with it has been very, because that was the other thing is, because I have ADD, I was prescribed Adderall, and I would take that, which would make me want to drink more. So I could, like, literally, I was just like doing meth and alcohol, like,
Right.
a lot.
Cool little combo.
Yeah. So that was actually the first thing to go. So I haven't done any stimulants since, I'd say, like April or May.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so I'm learning how to focus without it. And that's why what I love about doing these like sex podcasts, because people will generally think that, you got to be kind of off your rocker to approach these sort of topics. And I'm like, I am the most clear I have ever been.
Yeah.
And let me tell you how wonderful sex is.
Yeah.
And here is why. And also sports.
Yeah. And a little bit of sports.
A little bit of sports.
But you were telling me that you just like, because you were saying you haven't had any stimulants, but like you are sober now. Yeah. And
it's
so
not
how
weed,
is
but
I also because I'm sober from Xanax because
that's tight.
I was so addicted to it, and then I tried to wean myself off of it, and then I overdosed, and it was a mess. But now I've been 5 years sober since yesterday, November 1st.
Yay!
5 years feels like it's like a whole new. I feel like I'm in like the gold or like the bronze. Like I don't know. I feel like you get like.
Well, here's something I learned from my
years.
addiction counselor is that's nothing, and I don't mean that to be disparaging or like to scare you. It's more like, don't think that now you can throw in the towel. Like, you still have.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not about to go and take a bunch of Xanax.
Yeah. No, I was going to ask you if we wanted to do that after the show. No, you're not going to do that?
I tweeted about it. Like, I tweeted this whole thing and it got like so many likes, and I wanted to.
I loved it. I was so proud of you.
Quote tweet it so bad and say, okay, so does anybody have a Xanax though? And I was like, I don't like, it's fun, like, because I can joke about it now, like, because it's the hardest part for me is just dealing with my anxiety and not having the thing that made it completely go away. So for me, it's not needing the Xanax. It's just dealing with anxiety on like a day-to-day basis. So like I can joke about it all the time, but like I didn't want to like offend anybody, so I didn't do it. But I really wanted to do it.
Well, who would you be offending? You mean people who are currently dealing with that issue?
I don't know.
Because people who are on Xanax are fucking cool.
I'm always afraid of offending. I don't know. I thought
First of all, I think that's a load of horseshit. No, you are not afraid to offend people. Okay, I think you don't like the repercussions if it does genuinely strike a chord with somebody that in a way you didn't intend to.
Exactly. Like
you're not
I'm just
hurting
kidding.
a person's character. That's
No.
never our intention.
Right.
But sometimes we like to poke fun. We're all just little humans on this floating fucking rock, you know. And tomorrow we're all gonna find out what, like, grandpa is gonna, make bad decisions for this country. It all seems so comical, but it's still very human and very real, and we still have to deal with all of this stuff. But
Right.
trying to explain a presidential election to an alien sounds insane.
Yeah, it does.
Like, these two men are supposed to fix all this. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but this is not a political podcast. But I think
Could be
more. I don't know.
I'm not in the mood. No, I just.
No, I do. Like, I live in the clouds sometimes.
Yeah. I just and if you vote for him, you're a racist piece of shit, and that's all there is to it, and it's all I can say about it. And I hope you voted, and I did.
Or you're telling them?
Yeah, I hope everybody voted, and if you haven't, you can hopefully still vote tomorrow. It's so stressful. It all makes me want to die. But
well, we don't want that. See, that's what I was gonna say about your anxiety. Was like, is it caused by shit that's not in your control?
My anxiety, which I learned, it's not really all anxiety. It's mostly OCD. It's like last night I had a panic attack because
Aww.
I fucking ate In-N-Out so fast to celebrate my 5 years anniversary. I call it his anniversary. I think it's so clever.
That's cute.
It's adorable. And I ate it so fast and it was great. And then later in the night, I had indigestion like any normal human because I swallowed In-N-Out in 20 seconds. But my brain goes to the worst parts, and I convinced myself I was having a heart attack. And I felt pains down my arm, felt pains in my back, and so my issue is I don't know what's real and what's fake. Like I'm feeling symptoms, so I'm probably dying of a heart attack. But then in the back of my mind, I'm like, bitch, you ate In-N-Out so fast, indigestion, take a Tums, you're fine. But the other side of my brain's like, but you could, and I'm like, no. So it's all usually health related stuff. It's stuff that, like, if I have a pain in my ovary, it's not because I'm ovulating, it's because I probably have an egg stuck in my fallopian tube and I need surgery to get it out.
Which I did. That's the thing that's kind of fun.
Lord, but that's like exposure. So I would hear that, and normally I would like ruminate on it and be like, it happened to her, it's gonna happen to me. Or if I see it on a television show, like I can't watch Grey's Anatomy, like stuff like that. So it's usually that. And I just obsess over or an ingrown toenail. Any kind of thing that brings me any kind of discomfort is going to
kill you.
The OCD cycle of where I look for my brain just goes into you need to figure out what the problem is, and once you do, it will make you feel better. But that's not that just feeds into the cycle. So then you start to do compulsions where it's like I'll squeeze all my toes over and over again to make sure that none of them hurt, or then I'll and then you end up making your toes hurt, and then you have a problem, and then it's
fascinating.
That's why it's called a disorder, because bitch, it's a disorder. I'm like, what the? And this whole time I was like, I'm just like a hypochondriac with really bad anxiety, and my whole life I have been like this. And it also ties in with my trichotillomania. I don't have eyelashes right now. I don't really have any eyebrows.
Is that pulling? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I pull out my hair. So, and that also ties in with it. So the therapy that I'm doing apparently is maybe going to help with that. And I might have eyelashes.
How long have you been doing it?
Since I was 7.
No, the therapy.
I
was like, ooh, you should probably find somebody else.
You should maybe look into that. No, not even a month. I just got out of it's all very new and very
oh my god.
So no, but I'm very honest about everything. I used to be very ashamed about my overdose, my mental health, my trichotillomania. I kept everything a secret, but I got a lot of messages, or I get lots of messages. Somebody messaged me the other day telling me my son has got trichotillomania. I don't know what's going on. Can you explain it to me? And I'm not a doctor, so I'm not about to tell her what to do, but I explained it to her from the kid's point of view. This is what he's feeling. He gets really stressed out about something, and for some reason his response is to pull out his hair. And that's what it is. If I get really stressed about something.
That's where the phrase comes from.
What?
Like I feel so crazy. I'm gonna pull out my hair.
Yeah.
Like literally, I mean that because a bunch of people probably felt that.
Yeah. Like I'll be watching television and I'll have a thought in the back of my head that like enters and I don't really know that it did. And then I'll start pulling my eyebrows out. Like right now, all of this is completely fake. Like I can usually keep the
Oh, it
front
looks
parts.
gorgeous.
Thank
though.
you. And like I don't have a lash in sight. Like there's not a thing on my lids.
The eyeliner looks great.
That's why I'll never stop doing cat eyeliner because it completely hides it. And I can
you look insane.
no, yeah, and I can draw because I don't have any eyelashes.
Can
I
you
draw the black under. Last time it was this with the vagina, and now this time it's this. But yeah, so that's a little bit about me.
Well,
and that's
I'm actually excited
on a first date. So
no, I think it's wonderful. That it has only been a month. I will say. So I've been in therapy for 3 years now, and
I've been in therapy for like I had an addiction therapist, but now I've moved on to OCD.
Now I have now I have an addiction, and because before it wasn't. When I first went to therapy, I was still technically sober.
Yeah.
But I have to say, like, you're gonna find an end to this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to be like or maybe end is not really the right word because it's like always a journey.
Oh yeah, no, I'll always have OCD. You'll
just know how to deal with it.
I'll be able to handle it.
Yeah. Or you'll just be completely hairless and
like you'll just
and that'll be like your
fucking
thing.
Bald. Yeah,
you'll be the hairless chick.
Yeah. Did you know that you can get alopecia at any age?
All right, great. Now I'm gonna get scared and nervous. Like,
I was Googling stuff about trichotillomania and then alopecia was one of the things. I was like, let me learn about this.
Let me tell you something. I'm very intuitive. Katie, you're not going to die of a heart attack and you're not going to die or you're not going to have alopecia. Okay.
And I know these things deep down. Know, but I know, now, like, I knew I wasn't having a heart attack, but I still had a panic attack. It's like, there's two sides of my brain, the side that knows what's going on and the other side of it that's like, hey, what if? That's
my drunk girl. What if? It's like, do you want to party? Y'all want to party? Y'all got some Xanny? So do you take anything for anxiety now?
No, I just smoke weed, edibles, weed is meditation, like, just like all the generic tea, baths.
I actually want to send you or I don't want to send it to you because it's kind of expensive and I can't pay for it. But I'll have one of my followers. I'll be like, Daddy, I need some money to send her some adaptogens.
What the fuck is an adaptogen?
Don't make me sound smart. I think it's literally stuff that helps your response to stress. And so I take like a fuck ton of supplements. And I have to tell you, those have been the best for my ADD.
Okay.
And I feel like it might sort of quiet your compulsion tendencies.
That'd be great.
In a similar way that mine has quieted my brain a bit. But it's like, so one set is, do you know the company Moon Juice? They're not sponsors. So let's have them pay us to do this. But I have to tell you, they really fucking work. I'll send it to you.
Okay. I'll definitely look into that.
Yeah, it's really helped me.
Yeah, I've heard people say like there's different like supplements that can help with like anxiety and stuff. I'm very leery of. For me, it's like I don't like to take pills that can like make me feel better because I'm like,
you're not gonna notice.
In my head, I'm like, I'm not supposed to do like it's like I don't do this anymore. Like I don't, what I mean?
It's literally it doesn't give you a high.
Got it. Okay.
And then in conjunction with a multivitamin, do you do those?
Yeah, well, all my vitamins are chewable. Like I really am into like
nothing wrong with gummy. Like I think the COVID vaccine should be a gummy.
I would eat it. I'm okay with that. I do like a women's multivitamin, a hair, skin, and nail vitamin, a probiotic gummy vitamin.
I love it.
And then a fiber vitamin.
Yeah, we'll just add the adaptogens
all
into
gummy
that stack. Oh, that's amazing. I love that.
It's like my dessert at the end of the night. Right before I brush my teeth, I eat all of my gummies and I
I
love
know
it
that's
so
the thing
much.
about weed gummies. They're so dangerous because like I'm like I
I
want
know.
more.
I know. That's why you got to get the individually packaged ones because I just got this new bag of them and like there's 10 of them, but they're all individually packaged. So I'm not going to like sit there and like open 7 of them up, like after 2, I'll be like, okay, bitch, chill. But if it's just like a bag of Smokies, they'll just be like,
Plop, plop.
or like the Wilds. God, those taste so fucking good. I
Wild.
love them so much.
I don't know if I know what that is.
Oh my God, I'll send you a link to what they are. Like
Okay.
you have to absolutely do it.
Have you ever tried a CBD drink or any of the ones that have CBD and THC?
Yes, because for some reason I used to, like, it was like 2 months ago, I was getting too high all of a sudden, which was so weird for me because I smoke so much weed. But I would get like too high. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna chill. So I got the Smokies, the ones that have a bunch of CBD in them and then 4 milligrams of THC. So chill in a
Really?
different way. Like you're just like,
Happy.
it's like a warm little blanket that
Yeah.
happened. It's like, I'm so fuzzy. Whereas like when I eat an edible, I'm like, I'm so high. Oh my God, I need snacks. You know what I mean? Like this was a different, you should definitely try it. I love CBD. And then my friend also told me to try a CBD bath bomb and that those are really great too. And I was like, I do love a bath bomb. So
Yeah,
I
I know you
definitely want to
do.
try that. And like
Do
guys are
you
always
do
like,
this kind of stuff on like your Instagram, like your recommendations on weed
I've
and
started to because everyone's like, why aren't
yeah.
you a weed influencer? So now I fucking
Yeah.
talk about weed all the time.
Especially when
So
like, having survived a fucking Xanax OD, just like
yeah.
tell other people, listen, nobody said you don't have to enjoy life
Yeah.
just because you don't
Yeah.
have
I mean,
pharmaceuticals.
I'm just sober from Xanax.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
still like I'll have a glass of champagne, like I'll smoke weed.
Okay, braggart.
But no, the bottle said it is needed, and I took that shit.
What?
Weed and alcohol, like the Xanax bottle, it says on it, it said
Take as
take as
needed.
needed, and
Take as many as needed.
that's what I was like, okay, great. But with weed and drinking, it doesn't do. Xanax literally quieted everything and every thought that I thought, it was gone. And I was like, is this what people feel? This is amazing. I love this.
This is the height of meditation.
I was like, this is
Yeah.
amazing until I started blacking out and I was taking like 10 bars a day and I was like 90 pounds. So it was a vibe.
It was a vibe.
It definitely was a vibe. Nobody can believe it didn't kill me. It really truly almost did.
Well, that's how I know you're not going to die of a goddamn In-N-Out heart attack.
That would be tragic. Also, though, I would be okay with that because at least I died doing something that made me happy, which is eating In-N-Out. So
no,
if
just
that's
getting double teamed by the first 2 picture dicks that we saw today.
double teamed or a double, you gotta pick it.
I wish they weren't so Catholic over at In-N-Out. Then like we could make t-shirts that say, well, what? We could just do it without them.
Meanwhile, I'm like slamming over my fries and on the back it's like Proverbs 14:9. I don't even know if that's a thing, but all their Bible shit is all over their stuff. I could sit here and talk for hours, but I'm pretty sure we have been, so I think I need to end the show.
Fine, whatever. Just make me a regular fixture because I like.
No, seriously, you can come on like once a month. You're an incredible guest, and we always.
Thank you. I was like wait a second. Let me talk about my stuff. No, but then
that's the next. I was gonna say we're about to do our plugs. But next time you come on, we'll talk about like, I don't know, like more sex and like dating and like, I don't know, guys that you talk to or you've been seeing, or have you not been doing a lot of that though because you've been doing the self-work stuff?
Yeah.
I feel that.
I did. Can I just really quickly? This is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'm not on any dating apps except one, which is Raya, the one that you have to pay for.
Yeah.
And what I've done on it is I basically advertise for my podcast in my bio and on my Instagram. And I don't swipe. I basically say, if you want to talk to me, you have to direct request me. Otherwise, I'm not going to see it. And so I'm just getting a bunch of like high quality dudes, or like according to them, higher quality. guys that just come onto my Instagram, see that I'm hot, follow me, follow the podcast, and I don't have to do a damn thing.
That's beautiful. That is,
But
I
other
mean,
than
that
that,
is a
yeah.
great strategy, and I'm here
Thank
for
you.
it.
Thank you.
If people want to find your OnlyFans, what is your OnlyFans name?
Yes. So last time, guys, I said what my OnlyFans name was, but I changed it. Now it is Baby Cobra.
Mm-hmm.
But the Cobra is spelled weird because I guess I like to fuck shit up.
Mm-hmm.
BABYQOBRA. So
Mm-hmm.
Cobra with a Q and no U. So Baby Cobra, OnlyFans, you'll find I do an uncensored vlog. So kind of like what YouTubers do, but hey, you get to see this YouTuber's tits.
Nice.
Nice.
I mean, who doesn't, Like,
I mean, honestly, have you ever not watched a vlog and be like,
I want to see her naked.
Just, yeah.
No, I get it. It's
yeah.
it's a
I feel like
idea.
that would be a really good thing for you too. I know, yeah, but you can figure out what you're comfortable with. But I feel like with your personality,
they're begging.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, they're on their knees.
Yeah,
where they want me to be.
And then find me on Instagram at Lex Lee, LEXLEE. That is my first and last name. My name is not Lex Lee like Leslie. It's not. I get that a lot.
That? Oh wow, interesting.
Hi Lex Lee. Lex Lee, you're so beautiful. Well, I know.
Oh my God, that's really interesting. I know, but that's not my name. And what is your podcast's name and where can they find that?
Our podcast is The Side Piece Quest, and that is peace like world peace. Mm-hmm. And so you can find us at The Side Piece Quest and thesidepiecequest.com. We're still being approved by Apple Podcasts. Why does that take so fucking long?
It takes a minute. It just does.
But we're on YouTube and we're on Spotify right now, and I think other things, but I don't really know how that works. But
just look for it. Google it.
Fucking Google it, guys.
Yeah, just do that. If you just can't get enough of me, I have a Patreon, patreon.com/littlebabykates. If you're not already following me, follow me everywhere at Little Baby Kates. I do have a YouTube. I don't really know what that URL is. Just find me. Type in "See You Next Tuesday" pod. That's how it pops up. And I think that's all of my hullabaloo. Oh, if you would be so kind, go on over to iTunes, give me a 5-star review. Let me know what you think about the show. Try to make it a good thing. That would be what's best for me. Like, be nice. Just humor me a little bit. And thank you so much for coming and being on my show. What are you eating?
This is a banana bread that I got right before.
Oh my God. I need it. I'm probably gonna make a quesadilla now. I'm starving.
Yeah. Yummy.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. Anytime you talk, I'm just like, quesadilla. Also, what am I supposed to do with all these like tiny dick pics?
Send them out to
I feel like you need to shred them. Can I just throw away a bunch of
big little dick confetti? Honestly, I would not shred them. I would just put them nicely on top of like your apartment's trash chute, just so that people could wonder what's happening.
Or I'll sprinkle them outside of the trash can, like I accidentally dropped a bunch of stuff, and it's just it looks like Vegas when you walk on the ground, and it's all of those cards that are that they flick.
Girls to your door.
Yeah, where their boobs are out and whatever. Yeah, that's a great idea.
I like that.
I love it.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Oh, it was great. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna see you again next Tuesday. Go out, be the best person you can be, and suck as much dick as you possibly can. Bye.